Implementing Counting Collections to Improve Knowledge of Number Sense in Mathematics by Beverly Ridgway. Most children begin rote counting at an early age. Number recognition and quantity soon follow. However, many children begin to have difficulty when asked to identify numbers out of order. The same difficulty has been observed when students are asked to write a given number. This proposal was suggested for the implementation of counting collections to obtain sufficient progress in counting, identifying numbers in mixed order, and writing numbers in mixed order. Counting collections in this proposal included the observation and collection of data as students were given quantities to count. They wrote the number of their quantity and selected the correct number that matched their quantity by circling the number on their recording sheet. Counting collections was implemented during the third 9 weeks. The district's third quarterly math assessment was compared to the results of the district's first and second quarterly math assessments to determine the effects of implementing counting collections. This research determined the effects of implementing counting collections to increase knowledge of number sense. In this slide, we see the original data and the identified problem. Notice the blue bars represent counting, reading, and writing at the end of the first quarter, and the green bars represent the counting, reading, and writing at the end of the second quarter. To speak about that in a little more detail, the data represented in the graph that we just looked at was taken from a first grade classroom. As I'd already stated, what the blue bars represented and the green bars represented, and achievement was determined by mastery of standards at the end of the first quarter in counting to 30, reading numbers in a mixed order up to 30, and writing given numbers in a mixed number up to 30. But in the second quarter, that mastery was determined by increasing that number from 30 to 50. So the data showed growth in each area at the end of each quarter, but the numbers were significantly low in the areas of reading and writing numbers out of order. So let's go back and just take a quick look at that data again. Okay, we're going to continue talking about that data. Counting improved but was not successfully mastered. At the end of the first quarter, we saw 15 out of 20 students counted to 30. That number rose to 18 at the end of the second quarter. 12 students mastered reading numbers sufficiently, and by the end of the second quarter, that increased from 12 to 15. Only 10 students mastered writing numbers to 30 by the end of the first quarter, and 14 students by the end of the second quarter. And here we can see that data once again. Okay, background information. The data confirmed more reading, writing, and counting opportunities should be implemented in the classroom. Counting collections provide the opportunity for students to count, write, and read numbers in a collection. It can be differentiated based upon each student's academic level, and the collection can be changed based upon the teacher's observation. It can be done individually, with a partner, or in a small group. Math progresses in depth and level of difficulty. The inability to successfully perform these tasks leads to greater learning gaps. According to Counting Collections 2007, a strong foundation of number sense provides the mathematical knowledge to later perform advanced mathematical operations. Sampling method and sample description. A convenient sampling was used because the students were in the same classroom. A quantitative research study was done using the results of the district's third quarterly math assessment and comparing those results to the first and second quarterly assessments. Counting collections was implemented a minimum of twice per week. Each student was given different quantities of a collection to count. The teacher circulated around the classroom, observed and documented observations as students counted. Observations included if the student counted with ease or displayed signs of frustration. Did they repeatedly stop at the same number and start over or continue on? Were they able to write the number of their quantity and identify the number correctly on their counting collection recording sheet? And the collection was increased when the student demonstrated sufficient progress in the areas being observed. And if we go back up to the point where each student was given different quantities of a collection to count, those quantities that they were given were based on their capabilities at that time. So every student was not given the same amount to count. Instrumentation. A quarterly assessment was given near the end of the third 9 weeks. The assessment was given in 2 parts. The first part was administered individually to each student. The goal was for each student to successfully count to 75, correctly identify given numbers in a mixed order, and write any given number from 1 to 75. The second part of the test was administered whole group. The students identified the greater and lesser of given numbers, performed simple addition equations, and ordered sets of numbers from largest to smallest and smallest to largest. The results were compared to the end of the first and second quarter assessments. Collaborative efforts. Collaborative resources included the teacher, the math instructional coach, and administrators. The teacher was responsible for implementing counting collections, documentation of progress monitoring, administering the quarterly math assessment, and determining the results from the assessment. The instructional math coach monitored the teacher to ensure consistent implementation of counting collections, assisted the teacher with any questions or problems, led the data meeting, and provided any other needed assistance based upon the results of the assessment. The administrators attended the data meetings, gave input pertaining to the results of the data, and assisted with next step decisions or questions due to the results from the data. Procedures. Each student was given a collection to count based upon their academic ability. Each student counted the objects in their collection. They identified the number in their collection by circling the correct number on their recording sheet. They also represented the number in their collection by writing the number and drawing a representation of that number. Progress monitoring was conducted by teacher observations and questioning. Active engagement should result in an increase of student knowledge and basic number sense in counting, reading, and writing numbers. Difficulty of counting collections also increased as students' knowledge and understanding increased. Internal and external validity. The district's quarterly assessments were the most reliable and valid instruments available at the time. It assessed students' knowledge and understanding of first grade math standards at the end of each quarter. It progresses and reflects the progression of first grade standards throughout the year. The progression allows the teacher to compare the data collected from each quarterly assessment and determine if the students have made sufficient or insufficient progress of first grade math standards. The assessments are a reliable and valid source identifying students who need further intervention to make sufficient progress in first grade math standards. The same assessment was administered to all first grade students who participated in the study in order to control and or prevent any harm to any internal validity. Ethical considerations. Ethics should be at the forefront of any research study. This study was conducted in a manner to ensure there was no harm to any of the students. It took place in a safe and comfortable environment. Parents and guardians, as well as students, received information about this study, their rights, and why it was chosen for this class of first graders. A signed consent form was required from the parents or guardians of each student who chose to participate. All participants were informed of their right to withdraw from the study or for their data not to be used in the study. Data from the district's quarterly assessment was used to determine sufficient progress. As we continue talking about ethical considerations, data was kept confidential by assigning each participant a number. The number was assigned based on alphabetical order. The teacher, instructional coach, and administrators were the only ones to have access to the data, and parents were given the individual results of their child's progress as well. Participants in this study consisted of 10 male students and 12 female students. 9 students were African American, 8 were Hispanic, and 5 were Caucasian. 2 of the students received special education services, 3 received speech therapy, 7 received ESL services, and 2 students received Tier 3 academic intervention. Results. The action plan outcome resulted in positive results. The action plan connected to student achievement by students demonstrating sufficient progress toward mastery of basic number sense. As students regularly participated in counting collections and level of difficulty was increased, students were able to compare their collections and determine who had more and who had less. They added their collections together and also subtracted the lesser collection from the greater collection. This result also connected to further proved research studies that concluded a strong foundation of number sense provides the mathematical knowledge to later perform more advanced mathematical operations. Counting Collections, 2017, as stated earlier in the presentation. After viewing the positive results from implementing counting collections, when planning changes to the original plan, I would plan to schedule more time to allow for counting collections. First grade students love the idea of receiving an unknown collection to count, whether it be a set of marbles, stickers, matchbox cars, pattern blocks, or anything else. They also love the benefit of working with a partner. Additional research could include collaborating with kindergarten teachers to begin implementing counting collections prior to first grade and using this method as a standard practice for students who are receiving Tier 3 instructional math, as well as implementing into existing IEP plans. And that is the conclusion of implementing counting collections. Thank you.